And we're back for another episode of Bodybuilding and Business. Somehow this cord got messed up in our little...
Rendezvous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm not worried about it too much. Not worried about it too much.
Same worried about it, man.
So, as you know...
What do I know?
I was
It'd
trying
probably
to think,
be easier to start with the things that I don't know.
I was going to go
Shorter
with,
list there.
I was going to try and give a really cool saying about time. But I don't know any good sayings about time.
Yeah, me either, man.
Yeah, I thought if I thought of one, then I'd say it, but I can't think of one. So, speaking of time,
You should read more books.
I should be more educated. I'm such a dum-dum. Speaking of time,
Well, listen, dude, you got blue eyes. You can't get it all. You know what I mean?
got to cut corners somewhere.
That's it. Luscious locks,
We're-
blue eyes, no brain.
No brain. Pea brain. Midget brain.
Great calves, though.
We're halfway through the year. 2023 is halfway over, which is pretty wild.
It's honestly kind of insane.
Yeah,
It flew by.
it did. It always does. But it did fly by. Your daughter is 8 months old now.
I don't want to talk about it, dude.
It's crazy.
It's very sad.
It's insane.
Legit, when I said it flew by, that's exactly what I was thinking about.
Your daughter?
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, she's going to be a year old soon.
Yeah, dude, you guys were having that baby during the November show last year.
Yeah, I mean,
Not during the show,
she was dilated.
right? But you weren't. You were
Yeah.
at the show.
You want to know detail?
No.
Okay.
It's quite all right. So this
November
year,
show. Yeah.
gone really fast so far. Been some goods, some bads, some in betweens, some greats. Some 2023 has kind of been a trip already, dude.
Speak for yourself, man.
Oh, you didn't have anything happen in 2023? It hasn't been a trip for you?
I mean, I think good and bad things could be trips, right? Depending how you look at it, right?
But you said, and it can be good or bad. So, and you said, speak for yourself. So
Well, you said some good, some bad. Like, I think it's so far been a great year.
I'm not denying that, but it's been a trip.
Yeah, I don't know if anything bad's happened to me.
It's been a year.
I don't know if anything bad's happened to you. Unless you just don't tell me things.
I don't think anything really bad.
Dude, if you want to talk off air, you let me know, dude. I'm here for you.
I don't think anything bad's happened.
So you lied to the people.
I said
It's been a great fucking year so far, ladies and gentlemen.
Been a couple bodybuilding shows.
There's been a handful.
Yeah. There's been changes to the gym.
Yeah.
There's been things that have been added, things that have been sold, things that have been, there's been
In and out, dude.
There has been change so far this year already. What?
I don't know if I should tell the people, but I offered on a piece today.
Don't.
It was already pending, dude, but I'm going to show you it because it might excite you. I mean, I hope it falls through. Not that I wish bad on anybody, but he said that someone already offered on it.
You
but
hope
dude,
it falls through for them to benefit.
yes,
us.
because I would do anything for this. Can you see, or do you want me to enlarge the actual image?
No, I can see it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Dude.
Fingers crossed something
Look
bad
at that
happens to
fucking
that
beauty.
guy. Like 50-year coma. I don't want you to die or anything. But that would really benefit us if you had a 50-year coma.
Not even 50 years, just 5 hours, enough for me to get an answer and send a payment. You know what I mean?
Let's be cautious.
Before you realize it.
10-hour coma.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, things are growing. Things
Yeah,
are moving.
things are good.
Things are shaking. The gym has expanded.
Yep.
It's been over a year since the warehouse was created and has been moved into the space that it is in. Equipment has continue to be added and changed as needed for the gym. I think you do a pretty good job of making sure that where something lacks, it immediately gets
Yeah.
changed or brought up.
Yeah, there's obviously still changes that I want to make around. And Big Meech actually has some good ideas, but they're going to take time.
Yeah.
And it's finding the right way to implement those changes and what takes precedence over others. But
Yeah.
so there's still things that we want to do, but the plan is within the second half of this year to still keep, making improvements, whether it's on a monthly basis or whatever it is. But hopefully going into 2024, definitely have some things revamped at the actual gym.
I think something cool that you've done this year is in the transition in your career, so something you've done before, stopped, and now are back to doing is you started training your bodybuilding clients on Monday afternoons, right? And I know it's only once a week right now, but it's something that you built your business up to a certain way and then you pulled back and said, nope, my family's here now. I want to focus on my family. I train in the morning. The afternoons are for my family.
Yeah.
Now, as the business is almost, for lack of better words, I'll just say shifting gears, and you know where sometimes you have to allocate different energy to the business.
Correct.
Is you're saying, now I gotta put some energy into these bodybuilders, right? I gotta make myself available for them. So this year you started making yourself available for your active competitors.
Correct.
Offering sessions to them, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
As we both know, and this shouldn't come as a shock to anybody, so by saying this, we're not offending anybody, but most of the time, your competitive bodybuilders are not your people who are willing to spend the premium price we charge per hour for sessions. So even though we're both bodybuilding coaches and we train clients in person, we tend not to train our one-on-one bodybuilders as often as we do our lifestyle one-on-one clients.
Majority of them are online, or they come to us through posing sessions or things like that, but they're doing the majority of their lifting on their own. But I think that opening that up to them was a great idea, because even those who, falling back to last episode, are genetically gifted, or those who are not but work harder, I think it's good to sometimes actually get in together and really show them where the intensity should be, what I want them to be focusing on in a workout, and actually show them their true potential.
Yeah.
Because people get comfortable, Yeah.
And so we're not huge on this. I know we both do it, but we're not the kind of coaches who are like, send us your check-ins, send us your weight, send us your pictures, and send us all of your lifts this week. Like, we don't do that. That's not part of our regimen. We might ask to see certain lifts if we want to make sure somebody's doing it right. But we're not telling people record every exercise of your workout and send it to us. That's insane. And sometimes there's still downfalls in that, because if someone's recording it, they're probably going to record the best one.
Yep.
And they're not going to record their whole workout. So even if
even that though, the video, it's
fabricated.
It's fabricated.
Yeah.
Hey, I am sending this to my coach.
So
I'm going to go all out here. My form is going to be pristine. I'm going to lift heavier, whatever.
Absolutely.
But also, okay, even if that set is great, and I'm like, wow, that set was great, right?
What's the rest of your workout look like?
What was the rest of your workout? And maybe you did execute the other movements right? But where were your rest periods at? How were you actually feeling? It was a good set, but were you really fatigued? Could you have done a little bit more? You don't really truly know that unless you have somebody there to A, motivate you, B, spot you, so you know that you can push the limit a little bit in a more safe environment, And that's one of the reasons why I did it, is I feel that majority of the people that I work with do push themselves a little bit because of the gym, right?
Yeah.
They know that other people are there, other competitors are there. They don't want to look like they're half-assing shit. They kind of want to, show off a little bit in a sense, right?
Sure.
But at the same time, just because you're working hard during your sets doesn't mean that you're working out to your full potential, right? You still might be taking a 5-minute rest period because you're too busy, showing videos to each other and laughing, or, whatever it may be. So I felt like, one, getting in there with them is going to help with accountability. It's going to help, fix form, fix intensity, things like that. But it's also going to grow our relationship and our trust more, which is going to make our coaching client relationship better for more fluid of an online coaching experience, So yeah, it's fun.
No, I think
I like it.
I think it was a good adjustment.
Definitely a good switch up. I've been training people since 2007, and I used to work with a lot of athletes. I worked with bodybuilders, weight loss clients, whatever. But the majority, as you said, our actual in-person people aren't those bodybuilders. They, for the most part, know how to exercise. They know how to work out, right? So they're more so going for us for programming, for the nutrition, whatever. But the people who need to lose 40 pounds before their wedding, they're the ones willing to pay that premium price for the
top dollar,
which is great. And I love helping those people, but getting back to being able to have the opportunity to work with the bodybuilders, the sport that I love, right? Like, it's kind of relit a fire under my ass. Like, those sessions fly by because I'm enjoying every second of them.
Absolutely. It's something I had to step away from when in regards to soccer, because we've talked about this in previous episodes. Working with athletes, and I was obviously working with like youth athletes. They don't have
the budget.
They don't have funds to come and train.
Yeah, a lot of these bodybuilders, they're spending so much on food.
Yep.
They're spending so much on multiple gym memberships based on close to work, close to home, close to a training partner, whatever it is. Drugs, supplements, whatever it is, they're spending thousands a month. Last thing they're going to do is go pay thousands a month on in-person training.
Absolutely.
You know,
And it's just not convenient with their timelines. Everybody works the gym into their life, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's got a job, everyone's got responsibilities, everything that they have to go and take care of. And even though our schedules are relatively open, relatively open to the average person until we have our cutoffs, that still doesn't mean we're going to have time for all of these, or you're going to have time for all of these bodybuilders as well.
Yeah.
Because they're going to prioritize what's better for them, as opposed to, wait, let me pay more money and ruin my schedule to go and train with somebody
correct.
else.
I get it.
So I think it's great that you've been able to do that so far this year, and I can't wait to see how it benefits things further down the road.
For sure.
And what the ones who are being consistent with that, what it does for them.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. Had a couple of shows so far this year.
I've had clients in 3 shows thus far.
Okay.
We did Illinois State. We did Shredded Cheddar Championships.
Okay.
Was it, or was that Bruce
Yeah,
City?
it used to be Chris Cormier Classic.
Yeah, Shredded Cheddar Championships in Wisconsin, and then Junior Nationals. It was fun. We did well. The roster this year for competitors where we are in the season has been smaller compared to how we started it off last year. But I have a lot more people now doing fall shows. So last year I was heavier in the spring, summer, and smaller in the fall. I wanted some of those people to have longer off seasons. So now those people who competed maybe last spring are now competing in the fall. But a lot more national level shows going on this year, which is great. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I also think that there's still a domino effect of residual, like the timing of these shows from people still recovering from not competing in like the 2020 or 2020.
For sure.
Because it was like even early 2021, no one was really doing it. And it was like end of 2021, starting 2022, which is why last spring was such a big.
Yeah, I was like, I want to get on stage.
Everyone wanted to get on stage again.
Yeah.
There was no questions anymore. Everyone was ripe and ready to go. And now, like you kind of said, you took all of that. And as we know, some people don't do this. Some people just think I compete every spring. That
doesn't work like that.
I mean, if that's what you want to do to get in shape for summer every year,
sure.
Great. If you're trying to become a better bodybuilder, you know that you need time off. And what you did was, okay, cool. These are I had a bunch of people last spring do shows. Awesome. Some of you can compete again next spring.
Yeah.
Other of you need more time, and you're going to take that time, and we'll crack at it in the spring, the fall, or not until the following spring.
Correct.
So the number, or you said the roster, might not be the same up to this point in the year, but it's with purpose.
Yeah,
it was done.
For sure.
It was done intentionally.
There's a lot more intent behind who and when we've gotten people on stage so far this year. You know,
for sure.
And you know, everyone who's got on stage, I've only had one new client compete this year, and he surpasses expectations.
Yeah.
You know, my client Dan, awesome job, man. There was another client, Dan, who also, like you, decided to jump into another class for the first time, and he did physique for like he did previously, and he decided to cross over in a classic this year, wanted to try that out, and surpassed his expectations. You know, Vala, he's brought a different package. He's competed twice so far this year, and every time he stepped on stage since his first time in 2019, he has gotten better and better. So, you know, very excited to see the progression that all those people have made so far, and look forward to what they're all bringing in the future. You know, we have a plan set up for all of them. And then what else did we do? Junior Nats. Marco got on stage at Junior Nats' first national level stage. That was just last weekend. And again, brought his He brought breasts. He brought his breasts, you know. He brought his best package to date as well. Yeah. First time in getting his feet wet on national level stage, wanted to see where he compares to those guys on that level. Took home a 4th place finish his first time there, which was awesome.
Yep.
We were super excited about that, and we know exactly, you know, what we have to tweak moving on into next year. And excited, man. There's definitely more coming up. We got
juniors 2 years in a row. You were there last year, right?
Last year I was there with just Bryce.
Okay. But yeah, so juniors 2 years in a row. How is it down in Tennessee Tennessee as opposed to being here?
So I loved it here, but that's just more out of selfish reasonings, right? Like it was 30 minutes from home. I got free admission. I know some people where it was held, you know. And I'm not going to lie, though. I think it was bigger in Illinois.
I could see that.
Yeah. I think it was
when-
bigger in Illinois. I think I mean, not that Tennessee is not the Midwest, I guess.
No,
but
I think when you pull away from the Chicagoland area, you might be losing Wisconsin, Minnesota, or Michigan.
exactly.
You're losing some of those competitors because now it's too far.
For sure.
And it's
at
like-
that point, like, well, I'll just wait till nationals, or I'll wait till, you know, whatever. So, but I think they originally did it because of COVID, right? They moved it from Rosemont, Illinois, to Chattanooga, and it was in Rosemont.
Tinley?
Rosemont.
Okay.
Oh,
Rosemont
Wings of Strength
Convention-
Chicago Pro is
Rosemont
Tinley.
Convention Center, yes.
So, they did it because of COVID originally.
Yep.
But I think what they found is, hey, we can do this here cheaper, right? So even
sure.
though they may have less actual admission, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure at the same time they're saving money, so they're making more, making the same, whatever it is,
Is
right?
the venue nice?
The venue is really nice. I'm not gonna lie. It's set up very well. Juniors the last 2 years, and again, I haven't had clients in it when it was in Chicago, but I've been to it multiple times in Chicago. I feel that it was ran a little bit more smoothly here the last 2 years, and maybe it's because it's a little bit smaller of a crowd. It's still a big show, right? And again, I mean, it was cool because I like to travel too. I like planes and new places, and got to try new restaurants. That's always fun, right? But for the convenience aspect, I would love for my clients to not have to get on a plane and be able to do it locally and be able to go home in between and rest or whatever, you know. But it was cool. Overall, it was a great show. And now next up, I have July 8th. We're doing a little
That's back to Wisconsin.
warm-up show back to Wisconsin for Bryce. Just kind of, going to tweak some things as peaking a little bit before we head over to USA's, which would be the next show, which somebody else is doing USA's.
Before we get to that.
Okay. That's
Pretty cool. Pretty cool that like, I love the Illinois shows.
Yeah.
I love Kate's shows. We've talked about that before. I think Kate makes one of the best environments possible. For
sure.
I love the State and Gladiator. That
Chuck and Michelle, shout out.
Yep. That run an awesome show and get crazy turnouts every
time.
year. And they still, no matter what the number is, they still make it like as perfect as they can.
Yeah.
Right. They do such a good job with that. Wisconsin, who knows why this is, right? And I don't know if this is an organizational thing or if like a self-funded thing. I think Wisconsin does a good job with like the prizes, and we've talked about this before. And I think people love the fact that you can go to Wisconsin, and this might be, to some people, this might not mean anything, but to other people, like a Bryce, this might mean everything because Wisconsin gives out overall winners trips to nationals.
Yeah.
And that's the bodybuilding isn't a cheap sport.
No, not at all.
It's a hobby. Just like if you're into cars and you tune your
Gets
car or
expensive
whatever,
real fast.
it gets expensive. So does bodybuilding. I think it's such a cool thing that Illinois gives back to their athletes just the same. When I won, I got a meat package, I got a photo package, a massage, I got the gift bag with all the with supplements in it. I got plenty of
Yeah, you
gifts
got a lot of stuff, man.
that I didn't need for winning what I won. Like that was just an additional perk. Like, oh, cool, this is awesome.
He just wants to tell you guys I won overall.
Regardless, it didn't.
joking.
It didn't like. It was just stuff that I didn't need for like winning. Like it was all above and beyond what was expected. I just think what they do there is like even. And I don't know. Maybe they do skimp out on the other things. Like maybe they don't give the meat package away, and they don't give the massage and the.
They give the meat too.
Do they?
Yeah, but I don't think Chris donates for the massages.
Right.
or
I don't know
anything,
all the details of it, but it's like that's their thing. Is they're like, we're gonna, if you're the best and you came here to be the best, we're gonna ship you to go compete against the best.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool.
It's super cool, and I think that's why they get all their shows are national level qualifiers, and I think that's why they get the turnout they do. Is even though they're not as populated as an area as Chicagoland, they get just as good of a showing because I think a lot of people travel there because they want that qualification and they want it to be paid for.
We've been to shows sometimes before, and we thought to ourselves, man, we were just at the Gladiator, and that was 220 competitors. Like that was a stacked show. And then we drive to Wisconsin 2 weeks later, or sorry, it would have been before. I'm like, oh, there's only 120 people here. Not a very big show. And then you see some freaks of nature.
Yeah.
I think people kind of know that, and they thrive off of that. And it just because it's not always quantity quality thing. It's just they draw in some good crowds, and I think it's really cool that somebody like Bryce, who won one last year, and he won a trip, right?
Yeah, he took the overall yesterday. He took the overall last year for
And
a
they
classic
did it, right?
physique. Huh?
And they did it. They gave him the
Yeah.
So he got it last year, and his plan is to go do a national show this. Oh, did he use it at
Junior Nats, yeah.
So okay, so he did use it. He doesn't still have it, but now, even though this is a tune-up, warm-up show, whatever you want to say, get his feet wet, get him on stage again before going to USA's. I think it's cool that he has that opportunity again. And if he does show out and he does a great job again, another opportunity.
That's one of the perks of us doing it, right?
Yeah,
And so,
another opportunity to benefit in multiple ways.
Yeah.
Get some little bit of feedback before you go get on this big stage, get some practice in before you go get on this big stage, and then potentially earn your way there.
yeah,
I think that's awesome.
that's the goal, man. That's the goal.
Cool stuff. It's exciting stuff.
So, who else is going to Vegas for USA's with Bryce and I?
I might go to Vegas.
Oh,
Yeah.
just to watch?
Just to see what's up, dude. Never been on a plane.
Huh.
So I figured like I'll get on a plane.
Go to Vegas.
See what's
but
going
while
on.
you're there, may as well jump into a bodybuilding show.
One in Rome.
We'll see what we got time for.
You know, that's from
When in Rome,
One in Rome.
many things.
And she's like, no, that's a saying. Oh, I must not have heard that
Oh,
one.
dude, I have heard this.
You know the movie.
Just say it.
That's right before he pulls out his jazz flute.
Oh, Anchorman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're at dinner and she's like, one in Rome. And he just looks at her. He's like, mm-hmm. And
I remember now.
she's like, no, that's a saying. He's like, oh, I've never heard it.
So yeah, when in Rome,
One in Rome, one at Caesar's. Maybe
Pat's gonna jump in.
we'll see how we'll go give it a go.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. I've never done a national show before, so I'm gonna try it and see
Dude,
what
it's
it's
so
like.
many firsts at one time.
Yeah, I can't even pretend.
What a big year for Pat, huh?
What a month, really.
Yeah.
Just
there you go.
July.
Yeah, fuck everything else.
I already said that the whole year sucks. No, that'll be an experience, and I'm not downplaying the excitement of first national show. I'm excited to be there and see where I stack up. But there's just a whole lot of firsts I'm going to be doing. I've never been out west. I have never been in the Vegas.
Never been on a plane.
Never been in the Vegas heat. Everyone tells me it is hot and
It's
it is
hot, dude.
dry. I will finally get to understand what that is. I will finally get to understand what space food is, because maybe I'll try In-N-Out when I'm out there.
Yeah, dude. Their
Everyone
fries
calls
are
their
like fucking
fries
space food.
Everyone
man.
calls their fries space
Their burgers
food.
are good. I think they're way overhyped, but it's not a bad burger.
No, and I'm sure
but
it's
their
not.
fries are like space food.
And I might not even try that. I'm just more
No,
so
you'll try it, dude. When in Rome.
when in Rome.
When in Rome.
So there'll be
You'll
a lot
also
of firsts.
try ecstasy.
I'll be
when
on-
in Rome.
be on-
We'll call Doug.
I'll be your Doug.
I'll be your Doug.
That was roofling. So yeah, it'll be my first time on a plane, which will be
Watch your
super
feet. I'm gonna
super
cross
cool.
over here. There you go. You can put it back now.
It'll be first time in Vegas and first time doing a national show. So I'm just gonna like soak the whole thing in.
Soak it up, dude.
I'm going to. Any of you that are in a prep know that prep can be difficult, and I'm not downplaying the fact that I'm going to go through a difficult prep to obviously try to be as ready as I can. But I'm going to try my best to just
Enjoy.
enjoy
experience.
the whole thing. 'Cause
Soak it all in.
It's going to be a lot of firsts, and I don't want to miss that opportunity of enjoying like.
I think no matter what, you're going to enjoy all of it.
I hope so. I think there's just so much anxiety with a show and getting on a plane. Like,
But you love bodybuilding so much that even though there's a lot going on, right?
sure.
I think, listen, there's nothing exciting about being on a plane, right? The excitement is, where am
Yeah.
I going? So
I
I think there's going to be anxiousness, but I think it's going to
Right.
be, I'm so excited to get on this plane and go do my first national level show.
Right.
Then once you're in Vegas, you're like, well, this is a lot of cool shit.
That's
well,
what
I'm doing a bodybuilding show in a couple days. Let me get that out of the way.
That's what I mean.
and then you can enjoy another couple days.
there is so much. Even right before we came in here, we were talking about like where you're going to go to eat, and I was like, I don't know. But more so because like, even though you're right,
Anywhere.
the plane might not be exciting, but it's like, I know I'm going to be so anxious.
Unless the plane doesn't have a phalange.
And then, then it gets exciting real fast. But because I don't, like, I've never been on the plane before, I don't want to just be like sitting there anxious, like, let's get there, let's get there, let's get there. It is new to me. So it's going to be like, okay, I got to take in that moment for a second. Getting into Vegas, I know the bodybuilder Pat will want to be like, walk straight to your hotel room, lock the door, and wait for showtime, right? Or do what I need to do, eat my meals, get ready.
It's probably what I'll tell you to do anyway.
But like, it's not going to be enjoy Vegas yet. But I will need to. I will need to
but
take
what
a
I'm
step
saying,
back.
though, is
yes,
you'll enjoy getting there.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot on the way there.
Yeah.
This is the strip. Cool. You
This
get to your
is-
hotel
yep.
room. You're like, wow, I get to enjoy this after I get off stage. And yes, you and I are both going to agree that it's probably best thing you just chill in your room with your legs up, watching TV and rest until it's time to eat,
sure.
Whatever.
Yep.
But you'll also enjoy that because the experience is going to be none that you've ever had.
right. I've never gotten that chance, even though we've taken time off before a show before. When you're home,
You're
and
not
your
gonna have
life-
work.
Your life is still operating, because even if I take off of
You
work,
can't completely shut off.
No,
Now
I'm
you
still-
have no choice.
I think
You're separated from work. You're separated
Yes.
from family. You're separated from everything.
we've talked about this before. In previous preps, the idea was take off of work to like relax before the peak week, right? Chill. And I found myself like stress cleaning my house because I was like, well, I would normally be moving around and burning calories right now.
So I should move
So I
around.
should move around and
Yeah.
burn some so I found those stresses staying at home still. So it will be again,
Maybe that's why last episode you didn't react so well to all that bad food after the show. You know what I mean?
oh, maybe
Too depleted, dude.
too depleted. But it'll be fun for me to actually be able to take that step back and be like, yes, I'm just sitting in a hotel room right now, but I'm sitting in a hotel room now because I'm preparing myself to get on a big stage.
Yeah, and you can look out the window every now and then and see the strip and be happy.
Oh, look at that pool. Look at that.
Depending where
casino.
you stay, dude, maybe you could watch the fountains at Caesars.
That's where the casino was filmed. That's where George Clooney and Brad Pitt stole all that money.
Dude,
Good
love
movie.
the ocean. Dude, all of them.
They
The
kinda-
original is the original.
Right. They kind of progressively go off.
And I mean, any sequel does.
Yes,
But
but great
They
movies.
were still all worth watching.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Very good movies. I love those movies.
Yeah, man. Dude, George Clooney, Brad Pitt.
I might
come
watch
on now.
those in preparation to go to Vegas.
Dude, I want to watch it tonight.
In case I want to
Like,
steal something.
I want to watch it tonight.
Danny Ocean, what a name! What a
Dude.
name!
Man, Ocean's 11, dude. I'm watching it tonight.
You should.
I'll Snapchat you, dude.
Cool. So yeah, that'll be exciting. That'll be a really cool thing to happen this year. It happens like again, pretty midpoint of the year, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And that's about all my excitement. No. I didn't start training bodybuilders in the afternoon, but I'm still doing things to try to help my business continue
Yeah.
to grow as I am. Changed my logo, bought some clothes.
Which I was going to say, which it has so far these
Yeah,
past 6
the
months.
past couple months
You've
has
done a
been-
lot of things. You know, you've changed your logo, you've ordered apparel, you've gotten more clients.
built a website that is
I
now.
was just say you've built your website. You want to shout it out, dude?
I couldn't tell you the URL if I wanted to. If you go on my Instagram, though, it's in my link tree, and you can go directly to my website.
www.
But it's not. It's one of those like patrick.pfit at square or .squarespace. Like it's not a .com. It's not like Patrick P Fit.
Squarespace though should link to Gmail or Google, so it should just be a Google like.
It's not a .com though. It's something like that. It's like .squarespace.
All right, so go to
my Instagram,
Patrick P Fit on Instagram.
Patty P_fit, and you'll find in my link tree my website. But it's just little things like that I've been trying to do to continually keep myself progressing.
Yeah.
I always was under the impression, and you know this for a long time, that like my business is grown by word of mouth. I do a good job for you. You tell your friends, they come and work with me. I didn't think I needed a website. Not that I didn't
For
think
sure.
I needed it.
And your
It was
business
never-
has grown without any of that.
Right.
But obviously, you know, some
there's
people
always other,
listen, I love a lot of my friends, man. You know, but sometimes their word, even if they're honest people, just isn't good enough.
Yeah.
They might tell me this restaurant's great. All right, motherfucker. Let me go look at some pictures of this food.
Dude,
Let me read some reviews.
I do it all the time.
Exactly.
And that's where
So
it
if
was
I'm
a-
like, yo, you guys should train with Pat. Like he made this bitch lose fucking 300 pounds in a day.
And then they Google
People are
Pat,
like,
and there's
"Pat-
nothing.
Who's this Pat guy?
Right. There's nothing there. There's a gap that gets missed. And I wanted to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to fill in those gaps.
Listen,
So
if you're making someone lose 300 pounds a day, you're doing everything you can, baby.
doing a good job.
You're doing a great job.
People should listen to me if I'm losing
Yeah.
people 300 pounds in a day.
You're losing people 300 pounds a day.
Yeah, dude. If someone ever tells me it's good pizza, the first thing I do is look up a picture.
Let me see.
And I'll tell you right then and there if it's good
Nope.
pizza or not. Most of the time, it's not.
It's
but
never,
that's okay.
dude.
That's okay. So yeah, that'll be a really cool thing. That's not so much the first part of the year, but that's what's coming later this year.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a big roster come the end of the year.
Yeah, with a lot of fall shows set up. But after USA's, that's what,
A little
end of
lull.
July. August, the only thing I have is Pittsburgh. I have somebody North Americans.
Are you gonna?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Maybe I'll go.
Well, we're going to test this out, see if Big Meech really listens to all the episodes. Because I did not yet tell her that I'll be going to Pittsburgh.
I didn't tell Rosie.
All right, well, hey, we're going to Pittsburgh. And going to Nationals in Florida as well.
Are we gonna go to Georgia? Last episode, you said we'll talk about that after.
I mean,
Are we going to Georgia?
dude, if all is well, I'm going to Georgia.
I don't know what that means, but all is well with what?
Well, there's a lot going on this year. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
But we'll get there. Yeah. But so
that'll be cool.
North Americans. That's
North Americans
August.
is in August.
Yes.
A little bit of a break. September. Kate shows in September.
Yeah. And then
October goes to Wisconsin again.
Yeah.
And the fall shows just
so
continue to come.
Midwest Gladiator and Kate Show September. I have a couple people doing, and then between Midwest Gladiator and Wisconsin. Dude, I always confuse like the
Shredded
order
Cheddar.
of Shredded Cheddar, Badger State,
Badger State.
Yeah. So Badger State
Yes.
is fall. Good turnout of people going into there, and then leads us into Nationals Florida, which so far I have one for sure doing it, potentially two, and we'll see how the other shows go for other people, maybe somebody else. But I think it's good, and yeah. So Big Meech, I'm going to Pittsburgh. And we're going to Florida. She probably won't want to go to Pittsburgh, but she'd be excited to go to Florida. So we'll go to
For
Florida.
sure.
You know, so clients, don't let me down. Let's stick to the game plan here because Big Meech wants another vacation.
Rosie, maybe I'll go to Pittsburgh.
And maybe he'll go to Florida. Oh, that's close to other things in life.
I might
So
not be able to. I'm a big family man.
yeah,
That's why it's always been very hard of me to like. I think Miami would have been a great show for me to do, right? I could have taken more time, not if, again, because we talked about me doing a show. I could have taken more time and gone and done it. Guys, I love, and Greg hates holidays, so he's going to roll his eyes at me.
no me gusta.
I love Thanksgiving and Christmas time with my family. That's like super important to me. So doing a Miami Nationals means sacrificing Thanksgiving with my family. And it's just something I haven't done up to this point. And maybe the day will come where I do have to do that. But right now, I would prefer not to. I want to have that time with my family at the end of the
Yeah,
year.
and you deserve that. That's fine.
So that's why that's not my cup of tea. But yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Miami's
Yeah.
cutting a little close, and that's okay.
But that'll cap out shows for the year, I believe. Yeah.
It'll be a busy year. This whole second. I will say this first part of the year, I felt like I don't want to say it moved slow.
I
But
thought
I
it
think-
moved fast, but I thought that compared to the first half of last year,
Yes.
it was a little bit slower moving. There
Yes.
was still a lot that's gone on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it went by fast, but there was just less number of actual events that happened, you know?
And now we're about to be like boom, boom.
It's going to be
boom,
takeoff
boom,
time,
boom.
baby.
It's going to be a lot. Literally,
Yeah.
plane, take
Plane,
off.
First
I'm
timer.
gonna have to.
Out west.
Take off.
West side.
Is he the one who passed? Rest in peace.
Who? Oh, Nipsey?
No,
Nipsey passed.
no, not Nipsey. Takeoff.
Oh, Takeoff. Oh, okay. I see what you did there. Yeah.
Was it him?
Takeoff did pass, man.
Rest in peace.
Mio's, dude.
Yeah. So there's going to be a busy end of this year. The first half of the year has been great so far.
Yeah.
Everything I said earlier was a lie. It's been a great first half of the year.
Yeah. It's been exciting.
Really excited for.
I feel the podcast, our individual businesses, everything has grown and escalated.
Yeah. Because I don't have any competitors. Sorry, I'm not shouting at any of my clients, but a lot of my clients have a lot of personal things going on that I'm super excited for them as well. It's just not like shows and placing things
Yeah.
that I'm hyping them up for. But a lot of them have a lot of cool stuff going on that I'm super happy for them about. And I'm excited that like it's all starting to come. Like
all
we said,
coming,
it's
dude.
all going to come bang, 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 bang right now.
Come on the kick drum, Gary.
Yep, exactly.
We shouted out last episode, Vito Health Spell.
Oh yeah,
You know,
Paul's is
that's opening up. It's not our place,
but it's going to be a big grand opening for us.
it's a big grand opening. It's going to be something that we're going to be able to resource to a lot of our clients for blood work, just typical, health checkups, hormone replacement, everything that we need
Yeah.
is going to be easily accessible to us right here in Bloomingdale, Illinois. So
Shouting out small businesses in the area and things that affect our lives. In the earlier half of this year, Rosie expanded her business, almost
Yeah.
doubled her business,
and she's your better half. So that's
it did-
also
it was a part of
your life.
it was a part of the early part of my year was trying my best to support her in whatever way I could while she made that change happen. And now she's thriving in her new place, and it's better than ever. Couldn't ask for anything better. So yeah, it's been a crazy year so far. What did I say earlier? It's been a trip.
It's been a trip, dude.
It's been a trip so far, and
man.
it's only gonna get better.
Yeah. I got a couple surprises worked up that'll hopefully be launched by the end of the year. And I believe you have some surprises that will hopefully be released by the end of the year. So
Hopefully, dude.
hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
So, that's something that, we have to look forward to, and we could definitely keep updating you guys along the way. But sometimes some things are left better unsaid until the moment is right.
I like to under promise, over deliver.
Yeah.
So we're not going to tell you all the things.
No.
We gave you the tidbits. That was just the Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes version.
You know where we're going.
Yeah.
Wait till you see what we do when we're there.
Damn, that was deep.
That was good, right?
That was deep.
Nice.
Where are we going?
Ending it there. Nope, that's the end of the episode, everybody. That has been the recap of 2023 so far.
Yeah.
That's what we have to look forward to the rest of this year. I'm excited for it. I think
Very
you're
excited.
really excited for it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to eat some pizza. And yeah.
I'm gonna whip some shit up, dude.
Yeah,
Friday.
I'm not eating. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
know
sorry,
you are.
dude. You're prepping. Yeah.
We'll talk about this after. I'm not eating there. I'm going to wait.
Oh, there you're talking about. Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to eat Friday either, unfortunately.
It's unfortunate.
Like you.
Yeah.
Because I saw
Listen,
that. Linda.
I'm not Linda. I'm not prepping, dude.
No, I
That's my
get it.
choice.
Yeah, I get it. This is my choice.
But now I count down my days until Fridays come.
Did it to yourself.
I did.
And not something like that. There's a song like that. I did
yeah.
it to myself.
You did it yourself, Marilyn
Yeah.
Manson.
I chose this.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyways,
guys. Until 2024. No, I'm just kidding.
well, see you later.
See you guys next year. Bye.